we move the bullshit forward by participating in the bullshit, and don't want to call it bullshit when we smell the bullshit, even though it smell and tastes like the bullshit. Yeah, let me get on there. All right, y'all. Welcome to that one time. My name is Hood Rawlz. I'm gonna go ahead and play, intro song, so to speak. Let me go ahead and play something. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play my new song that's out. We can talk about that. Called "The Whole School Heard About It." Let's go ahead and get that up on here. It's a true story. It's funny though. The whole school heard about it. I said, "What did you do?" My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, he told that nigga, she told this nigga. I'm like, damn, fam, the whole school heard about it. I said, "What did you do?" My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, she told that nigga, he told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, we gonna have an audience. Here's what happened. I used to draw these cartoon characters. I was a master. I drew this new He-Man action figure. It was dope. So dope, the school bully wanted it. My pride was like, no. Oh shit, the class gasped. Cause we all knew he was gonna beat my ass after school. All over a drawing that I drew. It was mine. And I'm about to get mopped over. Who knew? I was a scrawny little nigga. He flunked like 4 times. He would've graduated if he would've had a peace of mind. But hey, me and my girlfriend, we was in the same class. Jessica, yeah, I knew she had my back. My little bro was mad at me at the time. So it was a 50-50 chance. He was gonna sit eating popcorn on the side. I heard little whispers throughout the school. These motherfuckers making plans like this is a UFC fight, dude. The whole school heard about it. I said, "What did you do?" My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, he told that nigga, she told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, the whole school heard about it. I said, "What did you do?" My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, she told that nigga, he told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, the clock strikes 3. Time to hit the bus. Muggs wish me best of luck. I'm like, what the fuck? I sit next to my girl. She like, look, it's been real, but I got a book. Dude go beat your ass and I can't look. Plus the new kid over there, I like his look. I told you, I'm sorry, I'll see you later if you survive the party. I'm like, this bitch a traitor. I look at my little bro, he even knew about it. He was taking bets and I wasn't even favored. He's selling tickets and it was to a bunch of 5th graders. They was gangster back then. Don't talk about them now laters. Anyway, dude get on the bus. I was scared, alone, confused. Damn, here go I stop. All of a sudden, that drawing wasn't so important. I wished I would've gave it up. It hit me so hard I started snorting. The whole school heard about it. I said, "What did you do?" My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, he told that nigga, she told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam, the whole school heard about it. I said, "What did you do?" My best friend was like, cause he told this nigga, she told that nigga, he told this nigga. And I'm like, damn, fam. Yo, some of y'all asking, well, what happened to your best friend? Well, that nigga rode a different bus. It's a true story. That nigga hit me so fast. I ain't even see him hit me. We got to the bus stop. We got off the bus. Everybody got off the bus and made this circle, which trapped me automatically when I got off the bus. Then they opened the circle back up to let him in. Then they closed the circle again. And dude was like, "Why you didn't let me get the picture?" I was like, "Cause it's mine." That nigga hit me so fast. Yeah, I remember his name. Show dude. Yeah, let me get on there. The whole school heard about it. That's what that song called. Something that happened in the 5th grade. Did I tell that story? Did I tell that story? Just in case I didn't, I told a story about bullying. I tell that story? I'm pretty sure I did. But a little recap. So I got bullied in the 5th grade. I got bullied in the whole grade school. Up until the 11th grade. But I got bullied, in particular, this song in the 5th grade by a cat named Atman Parr. Yes, I'm saying his name. I was hesitant at first. I did say his name on the original version of that song, but then I took it out. I'm like, I don't want to dox this cat. You know, he might have changed his life and blah, blah, blah. You know, all kind of shit could have happened in 30-something years. You know what I'm saying? How long ago was that shit? 30-something years. But I was going back and forth because, you know, obviously I'm traumatized. I still remember the shit. I remember his name. I remember where we was at, what it was about. And basically he beat me up because I didn't give him a drawing that I created. Yes, you heard me. I said the dude beat me up because he wanted a drawing of a He-Man character, a new He-Man character toy that I created. What we did was our 5th grade class put together a news broadcast. And in the news broadcast, I guess that we picked our anchors or whatever. And I was a correspondent, and I was talking about a new toy product that came out, and it was a He-Man character, and it was a character that I created, a bird type of character, a bird man or whatever you want to call him. And I drew, and the bully, Atman, he liked it. And so to be fair, I did tell the nigga that he could have it because I thought it would earn me, you know, I was trying to kiss up, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to suck up and not get picked on by the school bully and shit and get on his good side. So I was like, yeah, bet. But then my best friend, who became his best friend later on the school year, which is an interesting story about head trauma, because he hit his head real hard. Yeah, it was a total tragedy, and it changed who he was. Anyway, my best friend at the time was like, dude, that's a nice picture. You should keep it. And I like my best friend more than I like, you know, admin and shit. You know, I already had the friend. I'm trying to gain this dude, you know. But so I was like, yeah, you think so? He was like, yeah, man, I wouldn't get that away. I was like, all right. But I didn't tell admin until he really like, did I tell him? I think I did say something to him because that's why he said he was going to beat me up. Okay. Anyway, I changed my mind within moments. I tell you that. And I was like, okay, I tell him I'm going to keep it. And then it was like a look or something he said. He was like, all right then, or some shit like that. And everybody in the class knew from that phrase, all right then, that I was about to get mollywopped at the school. So it was like a telegraph went out. It was just automatic, instantaneous. I'm about to get mopped at the school. The time was set. It was just something that was automatic. It was something that you knew was going to happen. You know, the dude flunked like 4 or 5 times, you know what I'm saying? And you know, even we in the 5th grade and 12th graders is giving this nigga respect. It was like, what the fuck? But he was an athlete. He was like the fastest kid in school in the 5th grade. We went to one of them schools that from 1st grade to 12th grade, all encompassing. And so again, I did tell him he could have it at first until my best friend said, nah, that's a good picture, you should keep it. So I listened to him. So, you know, at school, he beat me up, blah, blah, blah. I think I told the story before, that's why I'm breezing through it. And he, you know, we got in this fight. So this is the part I wanted to get to. This is why I was breezing through that story. I had been Googling this cat throughout the years just to see, you know what I'm saying? I'm on TV, or if I'm in some big club across the country, I would go a lot of times look for my school bullies on Facebook just to see what they life was like, what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? And there's a couple people that I can never find, and Atman was one of them. And so it never dawned on me, even after writing this song, it never dawned on me to Google him. I don't know why. Since Google been alive, I done Google my daddy who in prison, you know what I'm saying? But it never dawned on me to Google some of these cats. And so I decided, was it yesterday or the day before? Day before yesterday. You know, I was like, let me Google this nigga. Let me see. He gotta, you know, because if I can't find him on social media, that means he either like the police or he dead or he locked up. That had to be the choices. So So I Googled this nigga, man, and boom, picture pops up. Yep, that's him. A fucking sex offender. This nigga's a sex offender. This motherfucker is a sex offender, y'all. Over and over. Several times over. Sex offender. Several fucking times over. I was like, damn. So that's why I don't have no problem saying his name now. This motherfucker was a problem starting in the 5th fucking grade. Being a fucking bully. And now come to find out this motherfucker's a pedophile. This motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He taking pictures and pussy. This is some bullshit right here. I done been, you know, my whole life thinking about this nigga, man, and because the way he beat me up, it was kind of special. It was special. I've been tormented because I didn't know if I brought this on myself. Did I bring this on myself? I told the nigga he could have the picture, but I only told him because I was under duress. I was under duress because he asked me right there, and he had witnesses, and people were like, just how scared people was. People was like, I wonder what he gonna say, because they knew me. They knew I had. So I was known as a kid that even though I was scared to fight back. Now let's get this correct. I was scared to fight back because I was more afraid of my mother, of what she was gonna do. That's the bottom line. I was more afraid of my mother. I came from an abusive situation. And so it was a roll of a dice if my father was in the home at the time, because he was in and out of prison. So you could roll a dice if you want to, because you know, we fled Michigan to go to Arizona to get away from my father, and this nigga followed us. So it was a roll of dice if you gonna act a fool and then reap them consequences, because my parents didn't give ordinary ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? It was, and then my mother was a Jehovah's Witness, and her whole thing was about being embarrassed. Us as kids embarrassing her as an adult. She didn't play that shit. So death becomes us if we do some crazy shit that embarrasses my mother. So I was more scared of my mother. Fuck a bully. They get, you know, that's why I was willing to turn the other cheek. I got 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? And so even when I talk about going to a foster home and shit, that's the same mentality that I took to the foster home. Not thinking about the fact that I'm not at home no more. And the mindsets of niggas outside of my own home is, you better fight back. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I got bullied a lot, because I took that mentality from living with my real mama to other places, and that shit was a detriment to my health until I stopped it. But anyway, this bully is a fucking sex offender, a registered several times over sex offender. Kept saying registered sex offender. I'm like, so that's why he not on social media, because he probably can't. He probably not allowed on social media. It's probably one of his terms and conditions, you know, whatever. I don't know if he did time. I didn't go into detail trying to, you know, I would assume that he did, or you know, I don't know. I just know it took me all this time to find that shit out. Me sitting here feeling bad, like I struggled a little bit, because I said his name in the song right away. Right at the end of the song, I said his nigga name. Then I'm thinking, this would be the cat that changed his life, and he a pope now. You know what I'm saying? He a saint, and I done put this on the record, and it's forever solidified, and you know, fucked his whole life up. He lost his wife and kids because of a song that I did. That wasn't gonna be the case. This motherfucker is a registered sex offender. And I don't know how to feel about that. I think it's a little disrespectful to revel in it too much, too long, because if he's a sex offender, that means he had victims, and victims are just that, victims, and I don't want to trivialize their, you know, their plight of whatever this nigga did to him. Now, I didn't go into detail on finding out what exactly he did to become said registered sex offender. So it could be some situations like, you know, a lot of people go through, and it'd be some bullshit. You know, the girl is 16 and you 17, and the law says if she's 16 and under, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that happens all the time. You know, or the girl get mad, and you know, y'all been dating since, you know, calling yourself dating since you were 12, and the boy is, you know, I hate even using these examples because, goddamn it, you ain't dating until shit you go you graduate. I mean, I'm not trying to let, but it didn't work out. That didn't work out in my family. You know, my kids, hard headed, ain't listen to me save my life. Anyway, last weekend